Are you tired of feeling like absolute freaking dog shit after long flights? Jet lag freaking sucks, am I right? Well, you have come to the right video. I'm gonna share the secrets, the ultimate biohacks, how to get rid of jet lag forever. First step, probably the most important step with the step 2 is get yourself healthy. Get your freaking redox sky high before you fly. Before you freaking embark of this journey of hell on these airplanes that we human beings, we ain't supposed to fly like those, especially these days with those Wi-Fi's, those screens, all of that nonsense, the non-native EM maps, the cosmic radiations. I mean, it's insane for human beings' health, but you gotta do it if you wanna get to places like these and you didn't spawn here. My gringo ass, it spawned in Finland and it's getting dark there, so we flew here. I'm gonna talk all about that. But the first rule, get yourself healthy where you are at before your long flight. At least spend as much time in the nature, at least 2 weeks before, 1 week before. Food-wise, nutrition-wise, get a lot of seafood, lot of DHA. I eat salmon every single day, really fatty salmon every single day for 2 weeks prior. I also did salmon roe, which is a real freaking superfood in multiple different aspects. I did that for 1 week before I flew, and right before I flew, I had a nice huge breakfast of very, very fatty salmon, some salmon roe and some beef heart, because you also want to get coenzyme 210 and heart, the organ of the animals, or because you probably don't want to eat humans. But the animal organ heart is very high on that, so I had some raw beef heart at the airport, and I'm gonna tell you how it worked. So that's first step, get yourself really, really healthy. Get your redox, which is the net negative charge of your body, super high before you fly, so your body can mitigate and deal with the freaking long ass flight the best. Next up, which is also as important if you don't want to get jet lag, choose a right freaking destination. Choose the right place where you want to fly. I chose Costa Rica, bro. We are at the Malpais tide pools right now. It's a low tide. We got ourselves our little freaking natural jacuzzi or whatever, and it's freaking sweet, I tell you. So choose your destination, because that's gonna really decide how long your jet lag is gonna be. I have flown before multiple times to America, New York, Miami from Finland. It's a little bit it's a little bit closer flight, but not much from Costa Rica. And I remember I was jet lagged like a motherfucker for 2, 3, maybe 4 days. Now it's my 3rd day here. I have slept 3 nights over here. It's like my 2nd full day over here. I have no jet lag. Yesterday I didn't have no jet lag. The first night I didn't sleep at all because the plane ride, it messes up your freaking melatonin production, your circadian rhythms. That's what jet lag is all about. So I didn't sleep at all in the first night. But even then, after all that 14 hours of traveling, not sleeping at all in the first night, even then, yesterday, I didn't feel, or it was day before, I didn't really feel any jet lag. Yesterday, I was already very good. I actually walked around in the beaches, a little bit on the jungle, probably around 15 kilometers. So I feel freaking great also today. No problemo. Sorry. So there's that. So the better your destination is gonna be, the faster you're gonna get rid of the jet lag, or you don't get it at all. And tropical places like Costa Rica, they're the best because the sun is good. I'm at the beach, grounded. I'm freaking swimming in the seawater. So also you wanna go to bed when the sun goes down, and you wanna rise when the sun comes up. That's very important if you wanna set your own circadian rhythms and your own clock mechanisms inside of your body that controls all the hormones, controls pretty much all the mechanisms, the software your body runs on. The circadian clock mechanisms run that shit. So do that when you get to your destination. Next up, this was my biggest mistake. Get some blue light blocking glasses. Those kinda what the biohackers wear. The red glasses or the orange tint glasses. I didn't get them because I'm a moron. I'm a freaking smooth-brained retard sometimes. But trust me, my eyes were killing me on the long flight from Paris to Costa Rica, because these days on the planes they have those big ass monitors, those big ass screens everywhere, and obviously I was bored, so I watched like 3 movies and they all sucked. I watched Oppenheimer. I kinda like that one a little bit because I know about the history of the Manhattan Project, so it was kinda interesting. It had General Groves, which is one of the most evilest human beings alive, who created the military-industrial complex. But that's another topic. That's probably not the jet lag, how to get rid of jet lag video topic. But that was kinda interesting, but the other movies kinda sucked. But I tell you, I don't usually get that unnatural lighting at all. And when I do, when I am at the computer, I'm also outside, so it really mitigates it a lot. And I also always have those iris or flux programs that changes the screen of your device to like more red or orange from the blue light. I always have those on. But obviously the planes, they don't have that option. Air France, get it going before I go back to Finland whenever, bro. Whenever. We're never going back from here. It's too good. The life is too good at freaking Costa Rica. It's too freaking sweet, and we're never gonna go back to Finland. So we're never flying again. What's that? Fishes jumping over here. Crabs. So anyway, my eyes were killing me on the plane. Also these days, the Wi-Fi's are a huge problem, because that's a very bad non-native EMF for human beings. But God might be real, guys, because I prayed long and hard that the Wi-Fi wouldn't work at the long flight from France to Costa Rica. And my prayers were answered. Because of technical difficulties, the Wi-Fi was not working. So that was really good. That was really a nice surprise. But it was still, I would say, I was a little bored, and obviously I didn't sleep at all the first night here after the flights, and obviously I didn't feel the best. I felt like a little constipated, or I didn't feel constipated, but I didn't poop the next day. Usually I'm very regular, but that was the plane rides too, because they are also very dehydrating. Which brings me to the next point. The food point is already covered. You have to DHA up like a motherfucker before your flight. So a lot of seafood, whatever you can get where you are from. Also you can have some organs or some like the beef heart. And then I fasted during the flights. But if you wanna fast, you should be pretty healthy before you wanna fast long periods of time. And I would consider, I probably fasted about 36 hours. I fasted the plane ride, then I fasted the night here, and then the next morning I ate for the first time. And before the flight I ate that huge salmon and salmon roe and beef heart meal. So for me it was no big deal. I wasn't hungry at all, and I wasn't eating that freaking plain garbage food. No way. Air France has some French croissants or freaking grain sludge garbage. I ain't eating that shit in the planes. But if you are healthy, you got some reserves, so to speak, I would highly recommend you fasting during the flights. I feel like that was very good decision. Also fast if you arrive to your destination at night time. Fast the night also, and then on the next morning eat your huge, preferably DHA rich breakfast. I didn't have really DHA available, so I just had like 10 raw eggs and 1 avocado. That's what I could get my hands on in a short time in a new country that I have never been. So do your best. You get the point. Get the blue blocking classes. That's very important. That was my biggest mistake. Choose the right destination. Get yourself really healthy. Redox sky high. I was spending a lot of time in the Gap in like 2 weeks prior. Every single night I slept without electricity. I was on the nature, but I mean, I have realized that nature, even though it's very beautiful, but it is getting really dark and cold fast there. But the nature there and the amount of energy you can get from the nature in Finland, it ain't the same that this freaking sunshine here in Costa Rica. So choose your destination. That's probably the most important thing, I feel like. Getting rid of the jet lag. Like really. And also your well-being, your health overall, and the right decisions you want to make in life. Choose the right destination, seriously guys. Don't freaking fly to these places that I've talked about a lot. They are done, son. But this place is still way more decentralized, like way more. You can freaking buy Bitcoin over here. There's Bitcoin ATMs. There's Bitcoin jungle in Costa Rica. I'm gonna visit that in a few weeks. So, and the people overall, they're way more natural, wild human beings still. But anyway, that has nothing to do about jet lag. But those are really my tips. The sea is coming now. The tide is changing. I need to leave soon before I get wrecked over here. And really, this information is really from Dr. Jack Cruz. I'm gonna link his, there's Dragonfly. I'm gonna link his jet lag RX. And what I did is straight from there, except I added the get really healthy before your flight and choose the right destination. So if you want to get really deep into the science, why this works, and I can tell you it worked perfectly. I have had no jet lag, no tiredness. Like I said yesterday, I walked 15 kilometers, no problem. I never did that in Finland. I'm just chilling in the nature, feeling the best I have probably ever felt, at least in a long ass time. Probably my adult life. And this is only freaking 2-3 days here. So what we can achieve during this experiment might be some unreal shit, but I will let you know. Now I have to catch the sunshine. I will have to enjoy the sea. Can I show this crab over here before we leave? Look at this crab. Oh yeah, the tides are coming in fast. Pura vida, guys. And this is how you can avoid the motherfucking jet lag. Like a boss.